So, dudes, welcome to my first official live YouTube commentary. What you're watching right now is my squat session, my first week back, coming back from a deload week. I'm currently running a program called Wellness 531 for my second year. Currently on my third cycle. What the program called today was a 3x5 for 65%, which you are watching right now at 200 pounds. Second set being 235 for 5, and an 85% being 265 for AMRAP of a 5 plus. So AMRAP meaning as many reps as possible. Going into my second set, like I said, it being 235. Overall, I was pretty satisfied how fast this weight moved. In the past, I had a little bit of trouble hitting depth. And in my first year, when I first started this program, I was squatting twice a week, benching twice a week, overhead pressing twice a week, and deadlifting twice a week. And for that reason was because I wanted to get used to the frequency, and I also wanted to see what really worked for me. So in my squats right here, you could tell that my stance is pretty wide. Everyone calls it a fat squatter or a fat guy squat. When a big guy squats, they tend to have a wider stance when they're squatting. And for me, having a wider stance works for me because it allows me to to be in a hole at the bottom of the hole of the squat. So in other words, it allows me to hit depth. This right here, this is 85% of 265 for a 5 or more. I believe the last time I tried to go for this weight, I made a mistake on adding the weight, which is kind of funny going back and watching the video because I ended up having 260 on the bar. So instead of having 210s on the plates, 210 plates on the side, as you can see right now, on the left side I had a 10 and a 5, which it made sense why I was leaning more to my right side. And with that said, I had a 4 rep, which was a PR, but at the same time, I didn't want to count it because of that small silly mistake. But yeah, going into this set, I'm gonna let y'all guys watch it raw, and I'll see you in the next commentary. What's up, guys? I just want to say thank you if you made it this far into the videos. I just got done with squats. Right now I'm doing my assistance work with front squats, leg press. No, actually not leg press. Some leg curls for hamstrings, some lunges, and probably some abs. But for some of you who are interested, and if you're watching this, you probably know already that I'm going to be competing in a powerlifting meet on March 6th, right beside Rickover, somewhere around that area. I'm about to start my assistance work. I just missed my first front squat. I didn't record it. So right now you're about to see my second and third front squats assistance work. So hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So yeah, guys, I'll be competing in my first ever powerlifting meet. It's a USAPL Federation. The gym is located in Chicago, Illinois. The gym is called BMW Gym, so if you're around that area, you could come by and watch it for only $7. The first time I experienced a powerlifting meet was a women's powerlifting meet, which was pretty awesome watching women lift some heavy ass shit. I even saw one girl lifting more than me when she had her opener. I think her opener was about 325, which I
I'm far away from 325. I'm still struggling to hit 315. But yeah, going into my third and final set of front squats at 195 for AMRAP of 5 or more. Um, this set moved pretty fast, but I believe my depth could be a little bit better. Don't know why I wasn't hitting a little bit lower or breaking at the knee. Um, but that's something I have to focus on next time going into my front squat. And speaking of accessory works, last year when I ran Wonder 531 from for my first year, I didn't focus too much on accessory work. I was focusing more on my compound movements, which was a deadlift, bench, squat, and overhead press. I was squatting 2 times a week, benching twice, deadlifting twice, and overhead pressing twice a week because I was trying to be more comfortable with those lifts and wanted to see what was working for me. So assistance work wasn't that much of a important thing for me. But going into my second year and on my third cycle, I started adding more assistance to my program. So front squats was something that I really wanted to work on because it was one of my weakest lifts. So I believed that overhead pressing twice a week really helped because when I first front squatted, I could barely hold the bar. The bar was really heavy for me for my shoulders. So what I did was add 10 pounds every month on my front squats until I got to 135. And the first time I maxed out was about 210 for a one rep max. So that's something that I was really happy about, and I started adding front squats more into my program. And and going into my other systems work was lunges, leg presses, leg curls, leg extensions, and some abs, which you can see right here. And I only recorded a couple sets, maybe the fourth, second, third set, whatever. But I didn't want it to be too boring because it was something that was a fairly easy way for me to do. But yeah, since I'm coming to the end of the commentary, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys listening to my first commentary ever. And I hope you guys keep following me on my journey to chasing strength.